Hello, it's the anime dealer here, aka the dealer, because I didn't want to put an anime dealer because I do have some Black Ops gameplays, but those are just for fun. I'm not a pub stomper. I'm just a regular player. It's regular gameplays. I do bad, I do okay, I do good. Sometimes I do great, just like in the Triple Streets video. I hope you guys can check that out. Please excuse the music. My brother's over there. He's blasting in Drake's views and stuff like that, so I'm just gonna let him do that. But in the meantime, I wanted to drop down my top 10 must watch animes for the season, and it could be past two seasons. These animes are not into their third season yet, so mostly it's just one and two seasons. I don't think any of them are in their third season, but so we can get started with that. But in the meantime, I do want to say that I was going to drop another video, going to be a rant against my disapproval on Shonen Jump's treatment on Bleach, a major part of anime. I've grown up watching it. I've watched it since the first arc with the rescuing of Rukia, and when became a substitute Soul Reaper. Watched it through the Bounce arc, unlike most people. Watched it through the Roncar arc and watch Aizen get defeated. And I actually did stick around to watch the full bring arc, in which I was a little bit disappointed, but it did leave some follow ups. And when I was reading the Thousand Year Blood arc, I had to say that it's really what the best arc in Bleach. Like when everything was putting together and all the fights and all the deaths and all the disaster and all the upgrades, I really did approve of that. But that's another story for another time. It's gonna be in my Bleach rant video because Shonen Jump is really just doing a number to Bleach. But let's get started with the top 10 list of must watch animes. It's not my must watch animes in all together. It's not going to be my top. I'm going to think about doing a top 30 video, but right now it's just a top 10 list of just animes you might want to watch. They're fairly new, has great animations to them, and a great story that I believe they can go far. First on the list, this is not ranked by how much I like them or favor them. It's just what came to mind when I was writing the list down. So I'll give you a brief description of it, and I'll leave the link on gogoanime.io, which is where I watch most of my animes. Sorry, I don't pay for them. I don't like to pay to watch certain animes, but I would. I don't mind doing that. But if they're free, I will watch them where they're free. First one is Arslan Senkai. First and second season. If you are a fan of Kingdom or like Game of Thrones type feel, you will like Arslan Senkai. It's a story about a young prince named Arslan. He's the prince, crown prince of the Pars Empire in a mythical time, a mythical place, and it shows the struggle of how things that can happen to a prince can happen to a prince. Like his for the invading countries has to do a lot about politics, fight scenes. The swordplay in this anime is beautiful. Darian is just amazing. He's like a one man wrecking crew, but you see you see the struggles of like civilizations between slavery, the thought of that, merchants, pirates in the new season. I'm loving it. I'm on episode 5 right now in the second season. It's dropping every Sunday alongside Dragon Ball Super correction. But it's a really good anime. I suggest you really watch it. If you like Game of Thrones, you should like Arslan Senkai. And I would tell you, you just have to stick past through the first 5 episodes for you to get that real nice hook onto it. But once you do, I suggest you watch it. Second on the list is Boku no Academia or My Hero Academia. I think I botched the Japanese name. I'm so sorry. But yeah, it's the first season just concluded not too long ago. It's the story of Izuku, a courtless kid, Izuki or Zuku. Like I don't know. It's a very hard name to pronounce, but when I hear it, I'll remember it for you. But the main character, he was a quirkless kid in a world where everybody had quirks and superpowers, and he just wanted to fit in, basically. And he wanted to have his quirk, so he was working hard and just being successful in school. Hopefully, one day he could be a superhero. Until one day, All Might shows up and grants him the power to become his successor, which starts a whole wonderful story. And I just love the action in this. It's a wonderful shonen, and I just like everything about this anime. On third on the list is Magi season 1 and season 2. If you have not watched Magi yet, excuse me, you're missing out. It's the story of Alibaba and Aladdin and friends, and Alibaba is the main character, and he's met with Aladdin, who is the Magi. A Magi is somebody who's beloved by the roof, basically a very powerful mage. And there's three other Magi's in the world: a dark Magi from a different world, and Aladdin, he was also from a different world. It tells you a nice story about it. It's a nice I would say it's a nice shonen with nice superpowered scenes. They have jin equips, the jins, you get jin powers. I say you have to get past the first 5 episodes to really get the good hook onto it. Trust me, it's a story you would like to hear. There's a lot of heartfelt friendships in here. You see the struggles of ancient civilizations with their ways of like slavery for one. A lot of the main characters have to deal with some stuff with slavery, but it's a really great anime. Very great pictures and colors with it. I suggest you watch it. Number four on the list is Magi Sinbad no Boykin. It is the spin-off for Magi. It is the spin-off for Magi, and when I say if you watch Magi and you see the character Sinbad, you know that this is a necessary anime because he is such an OP character in such an OP world of Jin equips and superpowers. So when I tell you you need to watch this Magi Sinbad no Boykin, you should watch it because it's a great anime. It gives you a backstory of where Sinbad came from and whatever. So you should really watch this. Sorry, I just had to pause it down. His music was getting a little too loud. So let's get back to it. Magi Sinbad no Boykin, a great anime. I had to put on the glasses. I like these glasses. They're very nice. It's a gift from my brother. He can tell you all about it. You can get them where he asks before I have to ask him. Magi Sinbad no Boykin. I'm telling you, it's a great anime to watch. A lot of, yet again, great animation, vivid colors, great story with it. And it's a leading up to how he became the OP character in Magi that he is, or Magi. Some people like to pronounce different things different ways. You'll hear me saying manga and manga. Feel me? It's a different pronunciation. I like my English accent. I would like to say things in English. So number five, Taboo Tattoo. Now I just started watching this. I just got into the first 4 episodes, and I would like to say I really do like it. I hope it gets renewed for another season after this season is done. But it's just on the fourth episode. The main character Justice and his life after he helps a stranger. It was a little bit weird at the beginning where the stranger just gave him a OP tattoo called the Void Tattoo, but it's amazing. I like the animation. It's a little bit weird with some certain times of how the artist draws it and how they depict the anime, but I really do like the story and where it's progressing to. So if people do like that kind of mystery shonen and has to do with like ancient powers and stuff like that, watch Taboo Tattoo. I would really suggest it. Number six on the list, Dragon Ball Super. It's not yet again. I would like to say this is not a list of what is in favor or what is in order. It is a list of just how I wrote it down, how I remember things. I really do like Dragon Ball, the whole franchise. I've watched it since Kai and even some of the early episodes beyond then when Goku was fighting Piccolo, King Piccolo. I loved all those fights back in the day. But I really do enjoy the story, and I would like to see it continue. This is why I would also like to see the other big three continue, just like Boruto and Naruto and stuff like that. But Dragon Ball Super, being that it's back, Goku and friends, Vegeta included, are back again, whooping people's asses in Super Saiyan forms, Super Saiyan God 1 or Super Saiyan Red, however you like to say it, and Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan is Super Saiyan 2 or whatever, Super Saiyan Blue, sorry, but yeah, I really do like it. I really enjoyed the hit fight. If you haven't seen that, you guys should really watch it. He went Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 10. It was just amazing. People were complaining about the animation in the beginning. I really did not mind it because if you did watch Resurrection of Elephant, if you did watch um, Battle of Gods, you would understand that, hey, you cannot waste good animation on materials that's already been seen in a movie. I understood that, and they have fixed the animation issues with the new material, and I do enjoy it now with the Black Goku arc and everything. I just finished watching another episode. I'm not sure if I'm doing reviews yet, but if I do, I will review Dragon Ball Super because it is steadily coming out anime, and I do enjoy that. Number 7 on the list, BOKU Stray Dogs. When I tell you this is a great shonen, it's a mystery shonen. It has to do with a detective agency that deals with people who have supernatural powers, and it follows Atsushi Kun. He is the main character. He is a boy that grew up in an orphanage that has a weird tiger power within him. Everybody in this, if you have supernatural powers, you have the distinctive powers from one of the main characters having the ability to shut down whatever powers other characters has. He's very OP just by the look of it, and I really do enjoy it. I love the first season. I love the fight at the end, the boss fight with Atsushi. It seemed a little bit rushed, but I did enjoy it. Better yet, I really did enjoy it. It wasn't even rushed at all. It was a great build up to it. Did get captured and freed out, and I did love the way he learned how to use his powers after that. It was a great story for him, and I really suggest that you guys watch it. Number 8 is Mob Psycho 100. If I'm really not much of a fan of One Punch Man Saitama because I feel like OP characters, it devolves from like the main follow, but I really do find myself have a strong attachment to Mob Psycho. I don't know why, I just do. Like it's the same creator from One Punch Man, by the way, and he's an OP character, but I like him. I like him. And maybe I have watched One Punch Man, so please do not shun me for that. But I really do like him. Mob Psycho, great guy, great anime. You should watch it. Number 9. I do not know how to say the Japanese name. It's a big K word. I just know the end just says no Kabaneri, so I'm just going to say Kabaneri of the Iron Fortress. If you have not watched this, I believe it is a great anime to watch while we all wait for the Attack on Titan to come back for its other season. And when I tell you this is a great anime to watch, it's like Attack on Titan on crack. Like when I tell you it's a beautiful rendition, it's in its own way different from Attack on Titan. I would never like to mash up two artists' works, but it is really an amazing anime. It follows. I did not write the main character's name down, but I'll just have to briefly tell you about it. It's a scientist guy. He comes in and he gets infected by the disease that turns people into cabineries and cabins. Not cabinary. Cabineries are a mixture between a human and a cabin. They're in between. They're not human. They're not fully cabin. They are cabineries, and it is a great story to follow. By the ending had me on such a great plot twist. I was just like, whoa! I did kind of see it coming, but I did enjoy watching it. Lastly, number 10. If you have not watched Seraph of the End, I'm telling you, it's a great vampire anime where vampires go up against angels, go up against humans. It is just so much. It's a post-apocalyptic world. I really did love how they just code switched at the beginning. Like if you watch this anime, they did a great it was kind of heartbreaking, but at the beginning of the anime, it was like they showed the friendship of the main character. I did not write his name down. I apologize. Then they showed the friendship of how they were all living inside a colony that the vampires had created for them. And then just at the end of that episode, I believe, or in the second episode, boom, all his friends are gone. Like, wow. I was just like, whoa, you guys have me there. The goriness of it, it just looked like a friendship shown in or whatever. But when I saw that, I was like, okay, this can be just as dark as Tokyo Ghoul. This can be just as dark as anything else. So I was like, okay, I'm really hooked. And these are the top 10 animes I believe you should watch this season. If you have not watched this, I highly suggest you watch it because honestly, it's something new. Like we all get tired of watching Naruto all the time. We all get tired of watching Bleach all the time and watching Fairy Tail and whatnot. But I tell you, these are some great animes, and you guys should really look into them because for the most part, most of these animes that I've showed are renewed for more seasons. So, and they have currently strong going mangas coming out. So, I suggest you watch it. Yes, thank you for watching my first video in the top 10 animes of this season or past 2 seasons. thank you for watching my video. It's the dealer here. I'm taking these glasses off, and bye.